Imagine our world in a new way. See it not just as a rock spinning through space. Picture it as a vast living database. This is the concept of Earth as a living library. Every plant, every animal, every crystal, and every human holds a piece of a magnificent story. This story is encoded in the very fabric of our planet. It is a library where the books are made of life itself. The information is not written on paper with ink. It is stored within the DNA of all living things and within the energetic fields that surround us. This library contains the history of our universe. It holds the memories of civilizations long past. It contains the keys to our future. We are living within this cosmic repository of knowledge, a silent witness to the grand experiment of life. This idea challenges our conventional understanding. It asks us to look beyond the physical. It invites us to consider a deeper, more connected reality. The living library is not a metaphor. It is a literal description of how information is stored and exchanged on our planet. Think of the intricate patterns in a snowflake. Consider the complex ecosystems in a rainforest. These are not random occurrences. They are expressions of a deep, underlying intelligence, an order that permeates everything. This intelligence organizes matter into life. It guides the evolution of species. We are not separate from this process. We are an integral part of it. We are both the readers and the authors in this grand library of existence. Our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions contribute to its ever-expanding collection. The concept of a living library has been shared by ancient traditions for millennia. Indigenous cultures have always seen the earth as a sentient being. They understood that every element of nature has a story to tell. They knew how to listen to the wisdom of the mountains and the rivers. They communicated with the spirits of the plants and animals. This was not superstition. It was a sophisticated understanding of a quantum reality. A reality where everything is interconnected. A reality where consciousness is the fundamental currency. They recognized that humanity's role was to be a steward of this sacred knowledge, a guardian of the library's precious contents. This ancient wisdom is now re-emerging in our modern world, validated by the discoveries of quantum physics. We stand at a unique crossroads in human history. We are beginning to remember what our ancestors always knew. We are rediscovering our connection to this vast field of information. The implications of this realization are profound. It means that the answers to our greatest challenges may not be found in external technologies. They may lie dormant within us and within the earth itself. By learning to access the living library, we can unlock new forms of healing. We can discover sustainable ways of living. We can create a future that is in harmony with the principles of life. The journey begins with a simple shift in perception. It starts by acknowledging the living, conscious intelligence of our world and our place within it. Our planet is wrapped in a complex web of energy. This is the Earth's electromagnetic field. We learn about it in school as the force that protects us from solar radiation. But it is so much more than a simple shield. This field is a dynamic, information-rich medium. It is a consciousness field. It acts like a planetary nervous system connecting all life. Every thought we think, every emotion we feel, creates a ripple in this field. It is a vast, invisible tapestry woven from the collective consciousness of every living being on the planet. This field holds the memory of our world. It is the storage medium for the living library. It remembers every joy, every sorrow, every triumph, and every challenge experienced by life on Earth. This consciousness field is not a passive backdrop. It actively communicates with us. It responds to our collective state of being. When humanity experiences widespread fear or anger, the field becomes chaotic and dissonant. When we cultivate love, compassion, and peace, the field becomes coherent and harmonious. It is a mirror reflecting our inner world back to us. Scientists are now able to measure these fluctuations. The Schumann resonances, for example, are the heartbeat of the Earth. These frequencies are known to shift in response to major global events and shifts in human consciousness. We are not just living on the Earth. We are in a constant, dynamic conversation with it. Our collective consciousness shapes the very environment we inhabit. Think of this field as a quantum internet. It connects every living thing in real time. A tree in the Amazon is connected to a person in Tokyo. A whale in the Pacific is connected to a bird in the Andes. This is not a philosophical idea. It is the nature of our quantum reality. The principles of quantum entanglement show us that particles can be linked. They can influence each other instantaneously, regardless of the distance between them. This same principle applies on a planetary scale. The Earth's consciousness field is the medium through which this instantaneous communication occurs. It is the invisible network that unifies all of life into a single cohesive whole, a global mind that we are all a part of. Understanding this electromagnetic tapestry is key to unlocking our full potential. It provides a scientific basis for phenomena that have long been considered mystical. Intuition, telepathy, and remote viewing are not supernatural abilities. They are natural human faculties. They are our innate ability to tap into this universal field of information. We are all born with the biological hardware to access this network. Our hearts and brains are powerful electromagnetic transceivers. They are constantly sending and receiving information from this field. By learning to tune our personal frequency, we can consciously access the wisdom of the living library. We can tap into the collective consciousness of our planet and beyond. Ancient peoples did not need modern science to understand this reality. They lived it. They knew how to listen to the whispers of the earth. Their cultures were built around a deep and intimate connection with the consciousness field. They developed sophisticated practices to harness its power. Shamanic journeys, deep meditation, and sacred ceremonies were not just rituals. They were advanced quantum technologies. They were methods for altering one's state of consciousness. They allowed individuals to shift their awareness. They could move beyond the limitations of the five senses and tap directly into the information stream of the living library. This was the source of their profound wisdom about medicine, astronomy, and the cycles of life. Consider the ancient practice of dream incubation. In places like the temples of Asclepius in Greece, people would sleep in sacred chambers. They did this to receive healing visions and guidance in their dreams. These were not just random dreams. The ancients understood that in specific states of consciousness, the human mind could connect to a greater intelligence. The sacred sites themselves were chosen with great care. They were often located at points where the Earth's electromagnetic energy is particularly strong. These power spots, or vortexes, acted as natural amplifiers. They made it easier for individuals to access the quantum field. The architecture of these temples was designed to resonate with these energies, further enhancing the connection. Communication was also different for our ancestors. They relied less on spoken language and more on a form of quantum communication. Indigenous elders speak of feeling the land or listening to the wind. This describes a direct heart-based perception. It is a form of telepathy that exists between all living things. The Aboriginal people of Australia have a concept called Dadiri. It means deep, quiet listening. It is the practice of attuning oneself to the subtle energies of nature. Through this practice, they could navigate vast distances without maps. They could find water in the desert. They could know what was happening in their community from miles away. They were plugged into the Earth's natural information network. This ancient knowledge was not limited to one culture. We find evidence of it all over the world. The pyramids of Egypt, the stone circles of Europe, and the temples of Mesoamerica are all testaments to this lost science. Their precise astronomical alignments and energetic properties suggest a deep understanding of the Earth's consciousness field. These structures were not just tombs or places of worship. They were harmonic resonators. They were machines designed to interact with the quantum field. They served as communication hubs, healing centers, and libraries of sacred knowledge. The ancients left us a roadmap, a guide to rediscovering our innate ability to connect with the living intelligence of our world. The story of the living library is not just an earthly one, it is a cosmic story. Ancient texts and indigenous traditions from around the world speak of visitors from the stars. They tell of beings who came to Earth in the distant past. These beings were often described as our ancestors or our creators. One of the most prominent of these stories involves beings from the Pleiades star cluster. These traditions suggest that the Pleiadians played a crucial role in the genetic engineering of early humanity. They contributed their own DNA to the evolving human genome. Their goal was not to control us, it was to seed our species with the potential for advanced consciousness and cosmic awareness. This concept of extraterrestrial seeding helps to explain some of the mysteries of our own biology. Scientists have identified large portions of our DNA that they call junk DNA. They call it this because they do not yet understand its function. But what if this DNA is not junk at all? What if it is a dormant code? A set of instructions waiting to be activated? This could be the Pleiadian contribution, a latent blueprint for higher psychic abilities, extended longevity, and a deeper connection to the quantum field. This cosmic DNA is part of our inheritance. It is a key that can unlock the full potential stored within the living library of our own bodies. We are, in a very real sense, a hybrid species, part earthly, part cosmic. The Pleiadians' role, as described in these traditions, was that of cosmic gardeners. They saw the potential within the primates of early Earth. They gently guided our evolution. They helped to establish the living library, encoding information into the planet's consciousness field and into our very cells. They understood that Earth was a special place, a world with a unique capacity to support a vast diversity of life. Their intention was for humanity to become the guardians of this library. We were meant to evolve into a species that could consciously access and manage the planet's information systems, a species capable of living in harmony with itself and with all of life. Their work was an act of cosmic service. This narrative is not about worshipping beings from another world. It is about recognizing our own heritage. It is about understanding the incredible potential that lies within us. The Pleiadian story reminds us that we are not alone in the universe. It suggests that we are part of a much larger cosmic family. This realization can be empowering. It can shift us from a sense of separation and limitation to one of connection and infinite possibility. The Pleiadian connection is a call to remember who we are. It is an invitation to awaken the dormant parts of our DNA. It is a challenge to step into our role as conscious co-creators and guardians of the living library of Earth. In our modern world, we have become, well, disconnected. We've kind of forgotten our place within the living library. It's like we've developed a form of collective amnesia. We see nature as just a resource to be exploited, not as a living intelligence to be revered. We've placed our faith in external technologies, believing that progress means building faster computers and more powerful machines. But in this pursuit, we've neglected the most sophisticated technology that exists, the technology of consciousness. We've silenced the whispers of the earth, drowning them out with the noise of our industrial society. Our senses, they've become dulled to the subtle energies of the quantum field. We're like librarians who have forgotten how to read. This disconnect, it's really at the root of many of our global crises. We pollute our environment because we no longer see it as a part of ourselves. We experience epidemic levels of stress, anxiety, and depression because, deep down, we feel isolated and alone. We've forgotten our connection to the source of life. Our modern education system, it reinforces this separation. It teaches us to dissect the world into smaller and smaller parts, emphasizing analytical thought over intuitive wisdom. We learn about the chemical composition of a plant, but we're not taught how to communicate with its spirit. We learn the physics of the electromagnetic field, but we're not told that it is a field of consciousness. We're given a fragmented view of reality. The consequences of this amnesia, they're all around us. We've built a world that's out of balance, a world that's unsustainable. We've traded the deep, resonant wisdom of our ancestors for the shallow, fleeting information of the digital age. We scroll through endless feeds, seeking a connection that we can only find within. We've become experts in the outer world, but novices in the inner world. This imbalance, it's left us vulnerable. We're susceptible to manipulation, easily controlled by narratives of fear and division. Without a firm grounding in our own intuitive truth, we're adrift in a sea of conflicting information. We've lost our anchor, but, this state of amnesia is not permanent. It's a phase in our collective evolution. A necessary detour, perhaps, that allowed us to develop our individuality and our intellect. Now the time has come to integrate what we've learned. The time has come to bridge the gap between science and spirituality. to merge our technological prowess with our inner wisdom. The crises we face, they're a wake-up call. They're a powerful catalyst for change. They're forcing us to question our assumptions, pushing us to remember what we've forgotten. The memory of our quantum heritage, it's not lost forever. It's simply dormant, waiting for us to turn our attention inward and begin the journey of rediscovery. A great reawakening is beginning to unfold across our planet. People everywhere are starting to question the old paradigms. They are searching for a deeper meaning and connection in their lives. This is not a fleeting trend. It is a fundamental shift in human consciousness. It is the beginning of our collective journey back to the living library. We are starting to reclaim our lost psychic senses. Abilities like intuition, empathy, and telepathy are no longer being dismissed as fantasy. They are being explored as our natural, biological inheritance. We are remembering how to listen with our hearts. We are learning to perceive the subtle energies that our ancestors knew so well. This is honestly the next stage of human evolution. This reawakening is being catalyzed by new scientific discoveries. Quantum physics is showing us that the world is not what it seems. It is a world of interconnectedness, potentiality, and consciousness. This new science provides a framework for understanding our psychic abilities. It validates the ancient wisdom that has been preserved in indigenous traditions. When science and spirituality begin to speak the same language, a powerful transformation occurs. It gives us the confidence to trust our inner experiences. It provides a logical foundation for what our hearts have always known to be true. We are not separate beings. We are integral parts of a vast, intelligent, and interconnected universe. The process of reclaiming our psychic senses is a personal one. It begins with the intention to reconnect. It involves practices that quiet the analytical mind and open the heart. Meditation, spending time in nature, and engaging in creative expression are powerful tools. They help us to shift our brainwave patterns from the busy beta state to the more receptive alpha and theta states. In these states, we can more easily access the information flowing from the quantum field. It is like tuning a radio to a specific frequency. As we practice, our ability to perceive these subtle energies becomes stronger and clearer. Our intuition becomes a reliable guide. Our empathy allows us to feel our deep connection with all of life. This journey of reawakening is not just for a select few. It's available to every single person. The dormant DNA within us, the cosmic heritage from our Pleiadian ancestors, holds the blueprint for these abilities. As we raise our personal frequency through practices of love and compassion, we create the conditions for this DNA to activate. This is not something that happens overnight. It is a gradual unfolding, a remembrance of our true nature. As more and more individuals embark on this journey, it creates a powerful ripple effect in the collective consciousness. The Great Reawakening is a grassroots movement. It is a quiet revolution of the heart that is changing our world from the inside out. With this reawakening comes a profound responsibility. As we remember our connection to the living library, we must also remember our role as its guardians. This is not a burden, it is a sacred trust. We are the only species on Earth with the capacity for self-reflection and conscious choice. We have the ability to either destroy the library or to nurture and protect it. Every choice we make matters. Every thought we think and every emotion we feel contributes to the quality of the planetary consciousness field. Are we contributing to the coherence or the chaos? Are we writing stories of love and harmony or stories of fear and separation into the pages of the living library? This responsibility extends beyond our personal lives. It calls us to be stewards of the planet itself. We must shift from a paradigm of consumption to one of custodianship. We must learn to live in a way that honors all life. This means making conscious choices about the food we eat, the products we buy, and the energy we use. It means protecting our planet's biodiversity, for every species holds a unique piece of the library's wisdom. When a species goes extinct, a volume of the library is lost forever. Our role as guardians requires us to think in terms of generations, not just quarterly profits. It demands that we act with a deep respect for the interconnected web of life of which we are a part. Being a guardian of consciousness also means being responsible for the information we create and share. In our hyper-connected world, our words and ideas can travel the globe in an instant. We must ask ourselves if what we are sharing is uplifting humanity. Does it promote understanding and compassion? Or does it fuel division and fear? We are all broadcasters, sending signals into the collective field. We have a sacred duty to ensure that our broadcasts are of the highest frequency possible. This requires us to cultivate inner peace and clarity. It requires us to become discerning about the information we consume and to be mindful of the energetic impact of our own communications. Ultimately, our greatest responsibility is to our own evolution. By focusing on our personal growth and healing, we make the most significant contribution to the planet. As we heal our own traumas, we heal a part of the collective consciousness. As we awaken our own hearts, we add our light to the world. We cannot force others to change. We can only be a living example of what is possible. By embodying the principles of love, coherence, and connection, we become living beacons. We become anchors of a new frequency on the planet. This is the essence of our role as guardians, to be the change we wish to see, and in doing so, to help write a new, more beautiful chapter for humanity in the living library of Earth. The increasing conversations and revelations about extraterrestrial life are not a coincidence. They are part of this great reawakening. The potential confirmation that we are not alone in the universe is a powerful catalyst for a global shift in perspective. It shatters old belief systems built on human superiority and cosmic isolation. It forces us to see ourselves as part of a much larger, more diverse cosmic community. This realization has the power to unite humanity in a way that nothing else can. When we look up at the stars and know that we have family there, our terrestrial conflicts and divisions suddenly seem much smaller and less significant. These revelations are a form of gentle intervention. They are a nudge from our cosmic family. This includes beings like the Pleiadians, who, according to ancient traditions, have a vested interest in our successful evolution. They are not here to save us. To do so would violate the principle of free will. It would rob us of the profound lessons we are here to learn. Instead, they act as cosmic midwives. They provide subtle guidance and support. They create opportunities for us to awaken on our own terms. The release of information about unidentified aerial phenomena, for example, serves as a mirror. It reflects back to us the limitations of our current scientific paradigm and invites us to expand our understanding of reality. The presence of these advanced intelligences challenges us to accelerate our own development. Their technology is not based on combustion and exploitation. It is based on consciousness and a deep understanding of the quantum field. Their ability to travel across galaxies is a testament to what is possible when a civilization matures. This serves as a powerful inspiration for us. It shows us a potential future. A future where we have moved beyond war, poverty, and environmental destruction. A future where we have mastered the inner technologies of consciousness and taken our place as responsible members of the galactic community. Their presence is a reminder of the incredible potential that lies dormant within us. Therefore, we should not view this subject with fear. We should see it as an incredible opportunity. It is an invitation to grow up as a species. It is a call to heal our divisions, to clean up our planet, and to embrace our spiritual and scientific heritage. The extraterrestrial reality is interwoven with the reality of the living library. Both concepts point to the same truth. We are part of a vast, interconnected, and intelligent cosmos. Accepting this truth is a crucial step in our collective evolution. It is the key to unlocking a future of unprecedented peace, cooperation, and discovery for all of humanity. The nudge has been given. How we choose to respond is up to us. What does the future of humanity look like? If we embrace our role as guardians of the living library and accept our cosmic heritage, our potential is limitless. The future human will be a fully realized being, a being who has successfully integrated the analytical mind with the intuitive heart. We will be masters of both the inner and outer worlds. Our technology will not be separate from us. It will be an extension of our own consciousness. We will have learned to harness the limitless energy of the quantum field. We will have rediscovered the secrets of healing, rejuvenation, and longevity that are encoded in our own DNA. In this future, our connection to the earth will be restored. We will live in symbiotic harmony with nature. Our cities will be designed as living, breathing ecosystems. They will be built with materials that resonate with the earth's energies. We will have learned to communicate directly with the plant and animal kingdoms. We will draw wisdom from them as our ancestors once did. Our understanding of agriculture will be transformed. We will grow food that is not only nutritious for the body, but also for the soul. The entire planet will be treated as a sacred garden, a testament to our love and respect for the living intelligence that sustains us. Our psychic and intuitive abilities will be as natural to us as seeing and hearing are today. Telepathy will be a common form of communication, leading to a new level of honesty and transparency in our relationships. We will have the ability to perceive multiple dimensions of reality. We will consciously navigate the vast information fields of the cosmos. Education will be a process of remembering, of helping each individual to unlock the unique gifts and knowledge they carry within their soul. We will understand that we are eternal beings having a temporary human experience. This knowledge will eliminate the fear of death and transform our society into one based on love, not fear. This is not a utopian fantasy. It is the potential that has been seeded within us. It is the promise of the Pleiadian connection. It is the destiny that awaits us if we have the courage to choose it. The journey from where we are now to this future may seem long, but the great reawakening is accelerating. Each person who chooses to awaken their heart and reclaim their power adds momentum to this collective shift. We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are the bridge to this new world. By embracing our identity as conscious guardians and cosmic citizens, we can and we will create a future that is more beautiful than we can presently imagine. The Living Library awaits its new chapter on our own terms.